Today we are going through all of my childhood artwork. Hi everyone, my name is London Sky Roberson and welcome to London Sky Creations, a limitless artistic practice where I inspire you to create art in your everyday life. I'm gonna rate these as I go because why not, you know? I'm probably gonna be a little hard on myself because I am a perfectionist, I think, and even back then when I was younger, I had this one like blank wall in my room and I created art to put on it. My goal was to have that wall completely filled. So I was kind of just making artwork just for the sake of putting it up, you know, not really making it because I liked it. So I'm just gonna go from top to bottom. I don't know when I made this, but it's grapes. I think this is acrylic paint. I rate it a 3 out of 10. Now this one was done on cardboard. Rate 2 out of 10. Oh, this one, I made this one when I was like maybe 18. This is actually a painting of a park that I really love back in Stone Mountain, Georgia. My parents have since moved from Stone Mountain, but it just has such a near and dear place in my heart because it's where I would go when, especially during COVID and like my senior year and like a little bit of my freshman year of college when it was online. I would go there to get some peace of mind, you know, walk my dog, drink some water, have a picnic, you know. Memories. And I just love how the light shined into this circle. Moving on. Okay, this is one of the paintings. This is, oh, it's a little dusty. This is one of the paintings that I did at the Kennesaw State University Art Intensive the summer before my senior year of high school. And we were drawing not a live model, but like a mannequin model type of situation. And I remember the instructor, professor person during the time, when we were critiquing everybody's work, he was like, okay, this one has very sharp lines, almost cartoon-like. And I was like, cartoon-like? I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. I feel like I ate that. I feel like I ate the shadows. You know, this was oil paint, which is really hard to work with, so yeah. There's a lot of artwork in here, so I'm gonna try to keep going. Ocean. I probably painted this off of like a reference picture or something. I rate this 4 out of 10. Ooh, did I do this? I guess I did. Elephant. I love how I mixed the colors here. A little purple, a little blue, a little green. You know, I was really into color theory back then, and I think this is when I was kind of starting to understand that. I haven't dated my artwork. My mom will always get on me about that because she's like, you need to know when you made it. I probably made this sometime in early high school, but I rate this a 7 out of 10. Now this is iconic. I'm gonna have to back up so y'all can really see. But basically, I was really into like crown portraits without the face. So this was supposed to be me. I rate this 8 out of 10. I take off 2 points because I did it on cardboard, but I was trying to be sustainable. I was like, I don't have the money to buy all these canvases, so let's see what else is in here. Oh, this is not my artwork, but this is a caricature of my sister. We both got one done in 2009 by, I can't really read the artist's name, but these were so stinking cute. I rate this 10 out of 10. Okay, this was a charcoal still life that I also did at that Kennesaw State intensive when I was like 17. I despise charcoal. It's my least favorite medium. I rate this a 0 out of 10. You get nothing from me. Again, another color theory experiment. The proportions are off. I was never really that great with like portraiture and like drawing people. I feel like drawing people is one of the most difficult things ever. So 3 out of 10. Ooh, another example of portraiture. This was in 8th grade. I have a little form on the back that says so. That's the only reason I know. 0 out of 10. I don't know what we were doing. This is another example of my Kennesaw art intensive work. This one is oil paint, so Since it's been in this box, it got a little bit of the previous picture's paper on it. But this was just understanding how to draw or paint still lifes and things like that. So I rate this one I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I feel like I did a good job. This was a portrait drawn of me by another artist. I really love this. 10 out of 10. I look so sad, but I don't know. I think I was trying to give face. What do we think? This is my self-portrait from maybe, like, based on the glasses, 6th or 7th grade. I feel like I got my proportions a little bit correct here, except for the eyes. I use a little bit of collage work. I've always kind of liked collage. And just words that described me: legendary, passionate, leader, big laughs, beautifully natural, warm, Virgo, nice. Yeah. I'm gonna give her a 9 out of 10. I feel like even though she's, I don't know, I feel like I ate that, and this was probably no more than middle school, so 0 out of 10. What's going on? I put a date on this one. This is from 2015, so I was like 13 years old. This is probably one of the paintings that I did just to put something up on the wall, not because I liked it. I was experimenting with some splattering, so I give this a 4 out of 10. No, 2 out of 10. What is this? I don't even remember making this. This is from 2016, so I was 14 years old. 3 out of 10. Cute colors. Not very inspired. Ooh, another portraiture. I feel like I kind of ate this one. Not sure what's going on with the splatter in the eye. That was probably a mistake. So I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10. I love the colors. You know, color theory. I was there. There's no date, but I'm pretty sure this was high school. It looks unfinished because I don't have the choker finished. This had to be around 2016 because, you know, chokers were so in around then. So, ooh, this one has a little damage. Also no date. It's a little cracked, if you can see. 2 out of 10. Not very inspired. Boring. Ooh, a sketchbook. That's exciting. Elephant. As you can see, I loved animals. I loved animals, water, and nature, and portraits. We got a lot of elephants going on. Love that. A little water study, I guess. An eyeball. Oh my god, I used to love drawing eyeballs because, I don't know, it's like when I was in class I would just draw a little eyeball and I used to feel like so cool and like artistic. A baby? A white baby? I'm not even rating this because another ocean waterfall situation. Not even rating this because, girl, what? Dog. Apple. Another set of eyes. What is up with all of the white eyes, white babies? What's going on? Old white person eyes. Coffee. Unfinished. I rate this entire sketchbook 3 out of 10. Another example of just trying to make something and put it on my wall, 0 out of 10. Once again, just trying to get something on the wall, 2 out of 10. I feel like it's, you know, a little galaxy moment, splatter, experiment once again, lion, animal. Yeah. The apartment complex is cutting the grass or something outside. So if you hear some buzzing in the background, I'm so sorry. I tried to take a break to see if they'd stop, but they're still going, so bear with me. 2 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I love the colors. Again, another portrait with no eyes. Very cute. If I were to have a daughter or something, I'll put this one and this one up in her room as decoration because I love the pattern and it's so girly pop. 10 out of 10. Love the colors. I also love the texture. It's very pretty. Has a little damage, but that's okay. Make sure y'all can see. 10 out of 10. How cute. I was inspired by the Vine app. Rest in peace, Vine. Love the colors. And I think this is just, it's simple, but it's cute. 2 out of 10. Another portrait, but More strawberries. Love the chocolate sauce. 6 out of 10. An unfinished pomegranate. I think it goes this way. I used to love pomegranates because I thought they were really intricate and difficult to draw. So 10 out of 10, even though it's not finished. Then I have this sketchbook, which is pretty much just like portraits and things. Well, except for that. That's not a portrait. But this is my favorite one in here. 10 out of 10. Also, I did this one off of a reference picture. 10 out of 10. Not perfect, but I think it's pretty cool how I was trying to draw the lines and wrinkles in his face. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to my mom for keeping all of my artwork. I honestly would have probably thrown most of this away because back then I didn't think it was perfect and valuable. So remember to like, subscribe, and follow, and I'll see you guys next time.